Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Tonight, it's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. No, check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. This time a spin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 30. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 44 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Set. V19.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Darnold to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And now running right through it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, Mariota. That is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Going deep here for Bryant. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 30.
Darnold from the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Again, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
To the air again, Darnold. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Play action now. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Third and long here for Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Jamal Adams. The intended receiver there, Allen. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot.
From the 50, it's Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw is Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now it's Crowder. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Right back to him on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Mariota now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. Throw it, Mariota. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll get him down here at the 23. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw, Mariota. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Mariota now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a play fake here on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Will we play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Darnold now to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Darnold from the gun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it is incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Darnold on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey.
Couldn't hit if had I ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just